Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Thanks very much for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jordan. I am currently playing Fade the Benevolent, a very, very busy, manipulative little snit of a man.
My name is Tim. I'm currently playing Dreven Greysky, who is a lordling looking for power and using all of his wiles to get it.
My name is Stephanie. I'm currently playing Katia Greysky, the unfortunate wife of Dreven, who is really just looking for a man who's interested in weapons.
I'm Jeremy, playing Desmond Viskar, an Ifrit who is out to avenge his father's death.
And I'm Carlin, playing Ashley, a pacifist healer Ifrit who is very easy to sway because kind of a simpleton.
That's okay. They need love too.
Yes.
So previously when we left off, Fade the Benevolent had been having a conversation with Dreven Greysky about rearranging contracts for lumber from the north. Pretty much what he was going to do, he had a couple different plans that he presented. One was to basically take over the kingdom and then burn the forest down, showing the fairies what's what. And the second one was to get rid of the contracts through, what was it again?
He made some shady deals.
Yeah,
Blah.
Shady deals, yeah, exactly.
Important to let everyone know that off recording, Tim had given his white die to Jeremy, and Jordan had forgotten to give away his white die. He gave it to me, Carlin.
Yes. Yeah, so that's where the dice stand. Tim, 1 black, Stephanie, 1 black, Jeremy, 1 white, Carlin, 1 white, and Jordan, 1 white.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of black and red dice. Zombie dice given out from this point on. Yeah. All right, so Stephanie, it is now your turn for a scene.
All right, well, I'm going to frame my scene. It's going to be just after Fade and Dreven's talk in the great room of the Bailey. So I am in my quarters awaiting Fade to come and talk to me about these weapons that he can procure for me. And we had some off microphone discussion about one of the objects that I have, which is a trophy of a genie bottle. Given that it's a trophy, I decided that the genie is no longer living, which was the father of Desmond. So, and we had an interesting idea that making your 3 wishes is what kills the Ifrit. So, my last wish that I made before the Ifrit died was to find true love, mutual true love.
True love.
And as his dying breath, the Ifrit told me that I would have to wait. And that was sort of his vengeance on me. So he died. And I've been waiting the whole time and got married off to a lordling, and obviously that didn't happen. And so here I am waiting in my quarters, and I suppose there is a knock on the door. So I go to answer. Ah, yes, the merchant. Come in.
Yes, I am... I'm sorry, I don't believe I caught your name before, my lady.
I am Katia.
Katia. Now, Lady Greysky, I believe that...
No. Do not call me by that dog's last name. You call me Katia. And what is your name?
Katia. You can call me Fade.
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 Interesting. Come in, Fade.
Now, as I understand it, you have interests in weaponry. Is that correct?
I do, yes. Many kinds, but particularly I want to find a battle axe.
And
I broke mine with my father. So
just so everyone knows, a zombie die is being handed to Stephanie.
Zombie die, zombie die, zombie die.
and this Dreven, he uses bad metals. The ore must be very weak. It's not good. It's very breakable.
The iron deposits around here and the copper deposits are not known for their strength.
I noticed.
This
Where
area.
are the men?
Well, none of the men are fair enough catches for the likes of such a wonderful lady as yourself.
We see eye to eye on that. Where are you from, Faye?
I'm from the north.
The north. Really? What part?
Do you know the Shade Kill Mountains?
I do.
I come from a small tribe up that way.
Indeed, you are a tribal sort.
I am. I left home when I was young. I was actually apprenticed to a minstrel group.
Really?
Yes.
And outside of the door, all of a sudden you hear...
Has he let his dogs loose again? Excuse me.
He does seem to be fond of them, especially the bitches.
She grabs him. She grabs a morning star and heads toward the door to peek out into the hallway. Oh, great goat turds!
Sounds Scottish.
I'm sorry, milady, you're not sounding like yourself.
Well, there's a corpse out there. And she slams the door.
What?
A corpse. A dead thing.
There wasn't a dead thing out there when I walked by.
Well, there is no.
Well,
Finally,
I'm sure it's...
I have been looking for something to do around this stupid castle.
I'm sure...
Let's go kill it.
Uh,
Here.
It's already
She
dead.
hands you a sword. Well, it's moving. Enough reason to kill it.
So you just stick it with the pointy end, right?
For a man who likes weapons, you don't know much.
I appreciate the art.
Alright, well, remind me to teach you.
The martial arts.
Right. So, she goes to the door and she says, on count of 3, I will open it. And then you get it.
Okay.
It will be fun. Trust me, I will not let you get, killed.
You are far too kind.
You're welcome. I like you, Faith. Alright, ready. 1,
Okay.
2,
Dear God.
3.
And when he opens the door, a zombie is right there in his face.
And Faith starts wailing on it in the head.
Die!
Yep.
Die! I'm too pretty! No!
Good, hit it in the head. No, not with flat, with blade.
Like this? Like this?
Yes.
Oh, there's blood! Oh my god!
Yes, blood is good.
No!
It's the blood
Oh my
of your
god!
enemy. You are bathed in it. Yes, enjoy it. Oh, this is hot.
Oh my god! So I stab it like this?
There you go. Yes, faster.
Oh, 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 oh.
Woo!
I think it's dead. But it was dead before. How can we make sure?
And she just smacks it with the morning star right on the head. The head kind of bursts open like a rotten melon.
Meanwhile, Dreven is hearing all the noise, and he thinks that really his scoundrel buddy's just laying lumber.
Or offing the queen.
Either way, I don't want to see it, so I'm staying right here.
Oh my god.
The head of the guard is like, should we investigate? I'm like, no, sit down and eat.
That was very good, Fade. Was it good for you?
You know, it really got my blood flowing.
Oh, yes. Well, battle does that. Would you like to see how to use some other weapons?
What are those whips for?
Oh, those are fun.
The door closes. And scene, right?
Oh.
I don't know why you have shackles on your wall.
I show you.
Okay.
So now for the...
So now, Stephanie has to roll all the zombie dice.
Yes.
Yes.
There's the card.
So that was sort of a
Zombie
random
card.
insertion of undead.
It was.
And then she gets to pick, kind of like an extra tilt.
Tilt.
She gets to pick something off of
I kind of like the random insertion of undead because though it acts like a
catalyst.
Complication.
well, not even a complication, but now it's kind of a mystery. Why are these undead people coming?
I have
About to find out.
I have a theory.
Let's see. Okay, so I rolled a 1, a 3, a 5, or a 6, and I pick 2, and 1 is
Right.
the heading, and 1 is okay. So let's see. 1 is foreboding.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
I know what I'm picking. Let me just look through.
I'm very afraid now. Stephanie's picking zombies.
It scares me.
1, 6. Jeremy, would you like to read that?
1 from the Living Dead table. 1 first.
Can you write it on a card, please?
Yeah, because we need to keep that for everyone.
1 is foreboding. And the 6, oh my gosh. 6 in foreboding is pregnancy that will soon be too far along to conceal.
Wow.
I think I got myself in a little too deep.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that cutscene went a different way, didn't
No,
it?
it was just deep enough, trust me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that one die goes back in front of you,
Yes, the one red
and the
die.
other 3 go back to where they were.
Are you smoking a cigarette?
Forget a cigarette. I'm going
Okay.
for a whole hookah.
So that basically
You need a hitman?
applies to everyone now.
Tim just handed me his e-cigarette.
Well, it's like a tilt that we have to work in.
Yeah, we can
somehow.
just work
Okay.
it. Well, I
Sounds
think
good.
we know how it's working in.
Just worked out so well.
He has your eyes.
Yeah, but here's the question. How does it get too far along to be concealed that fast?
Well, it will eventually. You know, us mountain women.
I don't
We
know.
carry very far forward.
You still had zombie blood on you.
I did.
Uh-oh. Maybe some got in someone's mouth.
saying.
We'll see. All right, so it's now Desmond.
Oh yeah, it's Desmond. I'm gonna frame the scene. It is going to be the flashback, I guess, to the tavern.
Oh yeah.
Desmond is in there trying to get information on who killed his father.
He did.
So that's the scene.
Yeah.
He served me well.
Okay, so who do you want to be having? the scene?
Let's have a bartender and a regular.
I'll be the bartender.
I'll
No, yeah.
be the regular. Does that sound good?
Now, from the way the scene is framed, we already know that zombies don't show.
Not yet.
So,
What if there were the zombie doctor, or witch doctor, or necromancer, or whatever it is, in the bar, like he had just come to town or something? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. As
Keep
an
that a secret.
I have a plan on where this zombie stuff is
Okay.
originating.
oh god,
This is so scary.
Yeah, so
it is hilarious.
yeah. It could be fun.
Desmond, it's your scene.
All right.
So I'm bar patron. Okay.
No, you're patron. You're a bartender.
That's right.
Bartender.
Yes.
Water.
Does your kind really want water? I mean, doesn't that put you out?
Are you dense? Do you want to give me alcohol? There's a lot of people in here.
I'm willing to take your money for whatever.
Bar patron, who is obviously kind of drunk, has had too many. He makes a good point. This place burned down.
Water.
All right, fine. That'll be 3 silver.
Smacks it down on the table. Also would like. What?
It's expensive water.
I'm also in the search for some information. From the mountain tribe, not too far north of here. A while back, maybe probably about 10 years ago, the tribe was overrun by some of those mountain folk. A lot of our people were carted off. Do you have any idea who those mountain people are?
Well, weren't those the same ones? I heard about an attack. Didn't you hear about that too?
I was there. Man.
They were pretty brutal, weren't they?
Yeah, that's what I drank.
It was a real battle too.
Yeah.
One could almost say it was a brutal battle.
One could say that.
Didn't you guys win though?
Oh, us mountain folk. Bad to the core. Bad.
You're one of those mountain tribes?
Yeah. Don't I look like one?
All I know, there was lots of hair.
Yeah, look.
We're hairy people.
Where did you take my people?
What? You
I was
talking
gonna
about?
grab your arm.
And it starts to burn.
Yeah, and then the bar patron just like flings
Hey.
his arm back and basically trying to punch him in the face.
I do not need this bar to catch on fire.
There's a simple solution. Where did you take our people?
I don't know your people. You need to go to the sky. Yeah, gray sky. You know her. She's a looker. Not. she's the one. She was there. She was leading Eliza's charge. You should go check that out.
So, the noble lady of this town was the one in charge of that raid?
Yeah. I was there. Did I tell you? Did I tell you I was there?
You did tell me he's gonna pick up your drink, take a swig of it, and spit it in your face.
Hey! We don't like that here.
When you spit it in his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just spit a
So, like
flame in your face.
So
Your
it like
beard is
singes.
on fire.
Yeah, it like starts singeing his beard, and he's like flailing to knock it out with his hands, knock out the fire,
And he says, "Here, let me help."
and then he gets punched, and then that erupts into a full-on brawl in the bar. Everyone's after Desmond, and that's what leads to Desmond getting choked out.
The bartender actually scoops up a cleaver from behind the counter and charges into the middle of it and lays open Desmond's shoulder, which is how he receives the injury that Ashley will fix later. And so for this particular little incident, Desmond receives a black die.
Because now I'll add on to that to add to the blackness of the die. I'm not welcomed almost anywhere in the town now.
No.
Yeah, you make a mess at the tavern. No.
Yeah, don't ever mess with people where people drink.
That's right. Okay.
Alright. See.
See?
So now that we're in the second round, you keep that die, correct?
Well, no, this is
still the first round.
This is still the first round.
the first. Okay,
It's after
This is Act 1 still.
second
Second
time
act.
around. Okay,
Second act, you give
okay.
away the dice.
So you
I am going to give Jordan the black die.
oh,
J-Dog. Trying to
I
mess
got
with
the
me.
queen pregnant, yeah.
With a zombie baby.
You're not queen yet.
Oh, do I have to have a zombie baby?
Zombie baby.
Well, I'm sure that she likes it rough and hard and right now, so... he was covered in zombie blood, so...
Yeah, that was kind of a turn on, yeah. It was right after battle. I mean, it was the heat of the moment.
So many
But it's
factors.
going to develop into truth.
As George Bluth would say, I've made a huge mistake.
okay. So
See,
since
now you have added incentive to kill me, but you like me. You do, because true love.
yeah, true
I
love.
say so.
Love.
Whoa! Okay, so Ashley's turn. I would like to frame the scene. And this will be the scene that gives us the origin of where the undead are coming from. After, yes, I got a zombie die immediately.
Obviously.
So after Ashley had been with, I'm sorry, Jordan, your character again?
Fade the
Fade,
Benevolent.
that's right, Fade. So after
Slow
Ashley...
fade.
yes. Fade to black. Ashley was with Fade, and Fade basically eventually gave him his bag of dust, and said, "Go off while I meet with Greysky." And this is what happens before Ashley has run into Desmond.
Well, Desmond is starting his bar fight.
Yes, while the bar fight's going on. Ashley's going around town and trying to find out where he can be helpful, because that's what he wants to do, being a simpleton.
Can I heal you?
Yeah, can I heal you? And has gone around and healed some people, but
Couple of street drunks.
yeah, whoever. all of a sudden their hangovers are gone.
Cool, I can start drinking again.
Yeah. They go back into the bar.
So Ashley ends up going by a, old school mortuary, and it's just kind of like, everyone needs healed, and goes in and sprinkling fairy dust on the dead bodies. And little does Ashley understand that you can use fairy dust to heal a living person. You cannot use fairy dust to heal a dead person.
But you can use it to animate them.
But you can use it to animate them. Ashley doesn't understand this, being a little bit of a simpleton. And so Ashley just sprinkling fairy dust all over dead people and leaves before anything happens, and they start getting up.
Well, we have to have zombies in the scene somehow. You guys just met, right? So what if right after
No.
you guys
This
met-
is before.
No, I know, but like,
Okay.
what if they follow you, and then you guys meet
Okay.
and battle together?
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, let's do that scene then.
So what you just described was the prologue.
The flavor text for what's going on.
that go now you guys.
So this can pick up basically where I was going to follow Desmond to his people's place,
Right.
and then we'll run into Undead. Okay, so here we go.
Which is
I am now, Ashley's following Desmond.
Ifrit versus zombies. I see a movie here.
I'm excited.
Are you guys on your way back to the castle or to the
No.
Bailey? Which is maybe why one of the undead shows up in the Bailey.
I think the
We were-
zombies have the most of the zombies are following them, but some are just randomly wandering through
Okay.
town.
All right.
Well, we were towards the north side, I guess.
Well, wouldn't you want to replenish your fairy dust supply though before you go wandering?
It's unending.
Oh, is it?
It's like a
an
bottomless
Never ending
bag.
bag.
Yeah,
Wow.
bottomless.
Dude.
Need to get that.
So I was actually on way back to my tribe
Okay.
to figure out what's wrong with this Ifrit.
Yeah, so we're walking and I'm following Desmond, and then I guess
About
the
going,
What?
did you forget about going to avenge your father?
No.
Well,
No, I
that
just
happened at
think
some
the
point.
absolute simpleton over here has changed his priorities. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta avenge Dad, but this idiot's giving us all a bad name.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Ashley's just following Desmond, and I guess that's when a zombie scene. Oh,
Look, I healed the mute.
This is an interesting part of town.
I know them. I've seen them.
Where have you seen them before?
I healed them.
They don't look like they're healed to me.
They're walking. They're fine.
Do they sound fine?
Well, I mean, they might have some laryngitis.
We gotta make our way through this. Let's go.
Okay. I'm sure they're reasonable people. We could just walk past.
Just gonna walk right up straight up to one and punch it in the throat.
What are you doing? Fighting's not good. What are you doing? They didn't do anything to you.
Do you want to stand around while they do stuff to us, or we're gonna fight our way through?
One tried to bite me.
Punch it!
Why? I can't. I don't believe in that. I like fairy dust and unicorns. I don't punch. And then Ashley doesn't really know what to do because zombies are trying to bite him. He's just grabbing it and throwing fairy dust at him. Like more fairy dust.
And all of
And then
us, they're
Desmond
getting
is-
more aggressive.
Yeah, Desmond sees that it's gonna take the bag of fairy dust away,
No, that's my bag.
and he's just gonna.
What?
Scene. Thanks very much for listening to Bone Throwers Theater.
Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. The cast is Carlin, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, Jordan, and Stephanie. This podcast is released under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. Please feel free to share the podcast, but please do not modify it or attempt to gain financially from it. To find the show online, visit our site, bonethrowerstheater.com. Our Twitter feed is @bonethrowerstheater, and our email address is bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Join our social networks on Facebook and Google+. Podcast art was designed by Laura Tress and is used with her permission. Until next time, may the bones fall in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.